Hey everyone, ever wondered what kind of weather and trail conditions the Himalayan can handle? Based on some of the questions I've received on my videos, I think this is probably a question that's on many people's minds. Ron here with Southwest Colorado Adventures. In this video, as I was putting it together, I realized this really gives a good indication of the different kinds of conditions of trails that this thing can operate in. Keep in mind, I've still not turned off the ABS. I'm a relatively new adventure touring motorcycle rider, and on trails, it's all new to me. So I haven't taken the ABS off yet. So this is all with ABS, still operating as from the factory. On this ride, I went through some mucky conditions with snow and mud, and the Himalayan came out upright. If you enjoyed the videos I put together, please slap a like on it. Consider subscribing for what we've got coming up. Summer's around the corner and we're just getting started. Oh, by the way, I did just install these Nelson rig saddlebags and review them yesterday. That video is going to be coming up as well. I'm kind of impressed so far. Hit that subscribe button and you'll get notified whenever that comes out. Now, roll film.
All right, this is also a test of the Fuel X Pro. So let's see. I press that once. It beeps 3 times. That means that we're on factory. We were, in case you don't remember, we were at 7 whenever I installed it. So let's just see what a difference this thing makes. I really like the way it runs. Just the little bit that I rode it, I just rode it up and down the road here the other night whenever I installed it. We may run into snow today. There is no telling. Definitely we will run into mud. Oh, there's the clouds. Doggone it. Well, it's not, it is supposed to snow later on, but we're supposed to have a little bit more time before that happens. This first little bit here, we've got a nice hill that we're going to be able to try it out. Not that one in front of us necessarily, but the one right after it. We're going to be able to see if this made a difference or not. My goal is to be able to maintain the speed limit, which is 65 on all the roads around here, without having to downshift and crank up the RPMs. That is the goal. It's the dream. Going faster than I normally am, going 75 and not even thinking about it. Usually I peg the throttle all the way down and it only gives me about 70, so that's something. I wish that I could say that this was some kind of scientific test, but it's not. It's just what is a guy that's not super light, what happens on a Himalayan, what happens on this bike, and what does it feel like in the real world? Well, we're going downhill a little bit, and we're so close to 80. I don't know if you can see that. We're just about to break the land speed record for the Himalayan here in Colorado, and we hit 80. This is the hill. This is one of the hills that I have a challenge to maintain the speed limit. Dropping pretty fast, 75, 72, 71, well, 71 and a half, 71.35 miles per hour is how fast we dropped down to. Now we did get a lot bigger of a running start on that because I'm not normally going 80 coming down that hill. The whole time I felt like I was flooding the engine whenever I was having to slam on the gas. That can't be good. There's the Dolores River right in front of us. We're going to cross over it shortly. There it is. Yeah, it's still got ice floating in it. Nice. Melted ice becomes ice again. Oh my goodness, what in the world? Well, this is just silly. Not supposed to be ice here. Slush. Dolores, Colorado. Neat little town. Couple of eating joints. Cocopelli bike shop here. That's where I get my mountain bike repairs done. And tune-ups and all that good stuff. And we're going left up into those hills. Them there hills. Third gear, accelerating up the hill from 30 at 40 now. Oh yeah, there's the little Pilatos right over there. I would say it's our true north, but it's east. It's supposed to be just fine being able to change these maps on the Fuel X Pro on the fly. So I'm gonna, just for grins, click it up one. I did not change my throttle position. I feel like it clicked up just a hair. So maybe that's the sweet spot right there on number 2. One leaner than factory. If y'all stick around this summer, I sure welcome you back to, first of all, like it if you like these kinds of adventures, and subscribe to hang out with me on rides. This next summer, we're going to be at some serious elevation. We're going to be going up to about 8,500 feet today, nothing substantial. Boggy Draw Trailhead, that's where we're going. Hey, mud, my favorite. Okay, now that we are here, gotta love that they provide restrooms at this trailhead. It's very nice. There we are, Boggy Draw Trailhead. We're gonna go ahead and turn on the on-off-road app here. You know what? I know this is a road, so we're just gonna start out going this direction and let's see where it takes us. Little slick stuff. Little slick. Image stabilization cuts out all that, so you don't get to feel the exhilaration of my heartbeat increasing as I slip. Lots of scattered camping around here. Being not an official state park or anything, it doesn't cost any money, and you can stay for up to 2 weeks in one spot, which is very cool. There are no facilities, which if you have a teenage daughter is not cool. And we got some more, we got us some snow. Alright, so we're gonna put the feet down. We're gonna put just a little bit and see what this is like. It's pretty dirty and grimy, which means that it's actually got some traction. Okay. All good. No slips. I hear the secret is consistent acceleration, so trying to not give the bike a reason to slip. Here we are taking us a turn, if you can call it that. Not much of one, but not so bad. Little slush. Okay, we're just gonna slow down and take it slow. Oh yeah, lots of snow up here, but lots of dirt mixed in with it. I have slipped on the mud, but I have not slipped on the ice part yet. Probably shouldn't have said that. Have a tendency to want to get over confident, but that would be a fatal mistake, I'm sure. Well, hopefully not fatal, but maybe to the bike. Well, the old bike is doing pretty darn well. Running well. No slippage so far. Very nice. I don't know if you can really see the incline, but it's there. It's a definite incline. We're on a climb right now. I will say it's a little chillier than last weekend. That's not going to be changing, unfortunately. And also, the snow is here to stay. Oh, offhand, I kind of named this bike the GOAT, because it just goes. But considering this is our second bout with snow, I'm afraid I'm going to have to change it to Yeti. This is definitely a more appropriate name. And Yetis live in the Himalayas, right? That all fits. I mean, I am curious about people that watch these videos. What in the world do you ride? What do you guys ride? Where do you ride? Do y'all ride trails, or are you street riders like I was for the last 35 years? You know, I had a Harley. I've had a lot of cruises, had some Triumphs, had a Victory at one point, had a bunch of different bikes. But they've all been street bikes. They have not been off-road bikes, trail bikes. You know, I would love to know if anybody has any experience with the KTM 390 Adventure, which is somewhat comparable to this bike. It was on my radar. Although there is something about this doggone bike that is just really strange and appealing. I don't know why. It's like future steampunk. I don't even know if that's a term, but just the look of it is just a little funky. The low seat height is definitely an anomaly on dual purpose bikes, but I like it. I wish mine had a little bit more cushion just to stretch my legs out just a hair, because I can flat foot pretty darn easily in this thing. Oh, look at that. Hey, dirt. Well, wet dirt. That's a nice little break. And we've got more of one. So it all depends on where the sun reaches. That is the story of life up here. If the sun is turned on, it's warm. You know, this is a packed road too, so the mud is not so bad. The Chicken Creek ride that we went up, that road doesn't get used as much as this one, I don't believe. Just by the way this one is maintained, it's pretty flat. You know, it's been graded probably this year at some point, which makes a difference. Packed dirt, thankfully, doesn't get nearly as slushy. So my gloves are not fancy enough to be able to zoom out on that app. Otherwise, I would love to know if we're just going to, you know, like Wyoming or something, because I'm just kind of following the road. Probably at some point I should pull off and take a look and see where we are. We're on Boggy Draw Road. I can see the tag. That's good. That's exactly where I was planning on going. It's an 18.7 mile road. We've gone a few. Of course, we're not going very fast either. 25 now, and that's going fast. Yuck. Sound like a cow pulling its foot out of mud. God, that's a cattle guard up there. Maybe the cattle guard is a good place to pull off and just see exactly where we're at. Small holding pen off to the left there. Tracks. Now, let's pull right off in here. Okay. Oh, I should turn left there. That's Boggy Draw. Looking at that road, though, I don't think so. That's much more like a trail. If it was summertime, I'd be all in. Oh yeah, we're heading to Wyoming. If there's a road right there, that's where I'd like to go. But it doesn't look like there is. Also heard if you go through mud, or learned that if you go through mud and stuff like that in higher gears, you're less likely to slip because you don't have as much torque in higher gear. You don't want to bog down in the middle of it either. So there's always that. Feet down. Mucky muck. Not bad. So closer to the trailhead, we hit more snow than we did up here. Glad I pushed through. Didn't just turn around. We want to go left eventually, otherwise known as west. We're essentially heading north right now. Let the big guy go past. He wins the contest. There we go. Another cattle guard, a good sign of a good ride. Well, it says we just passed a road or are about to. And there it is. Let's see what it looks like. Not nearly as packed as the road out there. Well, the road I was planning on going was back there. That one does not look any better than this one. So I think we're just going to have to turn around, do an out and back. Unfortunately, we can go up a little higher though to see what's up on ahead. I'm kind of timing the ride with the sun going down. Out and back is the easiest to time. If we start taking other roads, you don't really know how long it's going to take. You don't know what condition they're going to be either. We've already made it through this, so we can definitely make it back down. That looks mucky and slushy, so we're gonna go ahead and flip around here. Head back down. Okay, we have got enough juice in the battery to get us back home. I just noticed on the app there that we just crossed the 8,000 foot boundary. We did get a little bit of elevation. And what a great place to ride. There's actually way more traffic here than there normally is, but that's because of hunting season. So it's just that elk season. It's that time of year. In fact, there's people that come from all over the world to hunt elk in this area. So it is definitely not just a Colorado thing. Who out there has actually been to Colorado before? And if you have, what parts did you go to? What did you do? Did you river raft? Did you do anything fun? Did you do anything outdoorsy? In my opinion, that is, well, that's why I moved here, was for all of that stuff. So I kind of make it a goal of mine to not only get through that sketchy part there. Oof. Okay. To make it a point to not only live in a place where you can do all that, but do it. Life is short. There are way too many experiences to miss out there if you sit back and wait too long. So what did y'all do? The sun is there. It is just behind the clouds. It was nice and sunny when I was getting ready. By the time I got all my gear on and hopped on the Himalayan, my goodness, it was gone. Hiding. Anybody have any questions about Colorado, about trails up here? Anything that I can answer, more than happy to. Chat, cattle guard, and muck. Ugh. Again. At least the roads aren't really washboard. That's nice. That is some slushy slush right there. This next week is supposed to be in the 50s, so maybe we can get some riding in during the week. I did layer up a little bit more today. I put on my polypropylene long johns. I put on just a packable down jacket underneath my Joe Rocket waterproof jacket. As I look back through my little crash incidents that I've got, I'll link that up top here if y'all want to watch it if you haven't seen it. I think I was shifting from first to second when I crashed. I was on snow kind of like this, but it was much fresher. And I was also in the part that was in the sun, which meant that it was melting and just had more, dry snow is crunchy, but you get pretty decent traction on it. When it starts to melt and refreeze, that's when it gets really super slick. Anyway, so as I go back and scrutinize what I did wrong, I think that that's what it is. I just probably accelerated a hair right as I shifted, and that was just enough to break that wheel loose. Oh my goodness, that sun, looky there. Nice. Well, it looks like it's not going to be there long, but we'll enjoy it while it's there. Give me about 5 minutes to thaw my hands out. There's something to be said for wrecking your second ride out that helps you be a little more cautious the next couple of times you go out. The mountain biking trail, one of them, Boggy Draw Trail, goes back that direction, Boggy Draw Loop. Have to ride across that dam to get to it. It's like 8 miles, something like that. Mountain biking, another thing that I highly recommend if you don't do it already. Does anybody out there mountain bike, or is it motorsports audience only? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoy coming with me exploring, love to have a like, love you to subscribe. Speed limit 15. That's slower than I'm going. Dolores Outfitters. You can rent Jeeps, kayaks, all kinds of stuff. That big hill right there that you see, the other side of that is McPhee Reservoir. Second largest reservoir in the state, behind Blue Mesa up near Gunnison.